guys see me? How's everybody doing? Hey, what's up, what's up? How's everybody doing? I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm living in Atlanta, Georgia now. In the hot Atlanta, in the dirty South. Man, I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. How's everything going? Is it just gonna be me on video, or is everybody gonna? I don't know how this works. Oh, okay. So you guys type it and I'll answer. Are you guys on your smartphones, or are you guys on your computers, or what's the deal? I saw they have an app. I haven't used Tiny Chat before. This is kind of new for me, so but it's cool. I like it. So we got Crystal. Who else is in here? Julie. Sash. Okay. Hey everybody. How's everybody feeling? Yeah? Good, good. Awesome. Yeah, let's do this thing. Do this thing. Do it. There you go. Hit me with your questions. Alright. Got you into singing and dancing. Alright, well, dancing was easy. I went to go see the Nutcracker at age 9, and there was this really cute girl in there, and the police found stopped her. I had a huge crush on her when I was in like third grade, and she never talked to me. That was okay. And so I saw that she was in the Nutcracker, and then I had some other friends that were in the Nutcracker, and there were a bunch of girls playing guys' parts, and I thought, well, that looks kind of cool, because there were like sword fighting, and there was like a cannon, and like they're on stage, and there was lights, and so it just looked exciting. So I was like, Mom, I want to take ballet. And she was like, huh? And hold on, my power's going down. Hold on, but yeah, she was super confused at first, but then she talked it over with my dad, and my dad was like, we really can't afford to pay for you to take dance lessons, but if you really want to do this, I'll take you down to the studio and we'll talk to them and see what you can do. And so we went down to the studio, and this old lady named Miss Bounds, she was my first dance teacher, but she told me, she's like, I don't give away stuff for free. I don't care if you're a guy. So she said, you're gonna have to. She said, but I do need somebody to clean the studio on Saturdays and come in and take out the trash, clean the mirrors, do all that kind of stuff. So at age 9, I got my first job, and in exchange, she let me come take her ballet 2 class, and I just started doing dance. And I kept dancing all the way through middle school, all the way through high school, but I quickly realized that ballet was awesome, and it was the root, and it was like the vegetables that I had to eat, but the fun stuff was definitely going on in like jazz and hip-hop. So I started taking more jazz and more hip-hop, and then got into doing dance competitions when I was in middle school, travel all over the country and compete in studios and stuff, and go to conventions and meet a bunch of the dancers that were like dancing professionally behind the big artists, Britney Spears and Jessica Simpson, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, that's what I want to do. That was awesome. And so I kept dancing, and then I was always kind of a singer. I just never really knew it. I guess I had always loved to sing around the house, and I would like just take my guitar and write songs when I was little and just kind of jam around, hang out with myself when I was young. But then when I got a little bit older, people started kind of dogging my voice, or they would say, "Oh, you're just a dancer. Like, that's all you do. That's all you can really do. Like, just keep your mouth shut and dance." And it was funny because I always just had music kind of flowing through me, and I was always writing songs. I was always, just singing to myself, but I would never share them with anybody. And it was funny because then Skyline came along, and V and them came in the group, and they decided to ask me. They decided to ask me to be in the group, and I said, "Guys, I'm not really a singer." And they were like, "Well, we just really need somebody that can dance." And so again in my life, I thought, okay, well, I'm just gonna be another singer. Another dancer, and they're gonna sing, not sing. Another time when people are gonna say, "Hey, you can't sing." And but I got out there, and they had me audition, and they were like, "Okay, well, we do need you to like sing, just to know we can hear you sing or whatever." And I froze up, and I was like, "I don't really know what to sing or what to do." I kind of got nervous, so I just started beatboxing. I just started like, and I had sang in show choir and stuff, so like I knew how to sing, but I just kind of froze up and started beatboxing. And I was like beatboxing and singing at the same time, and they're like, "That's it, you're the one. That's it. We're gonna make this happen." And we were friends and stuff already, and so it was cool. And like they were like, "All right." And through the 3 years or plus that we did Skyline, I really worked on my voice. And we had an amazing vocal coach named Kyle Puccia, and he was kind of the first person that actually looked at me and said, "You need to stop saying that you can't sing." It's like, because you're in a band now and you have a deal, and like you guys are doing big things, and like you need to stop telling people that you aren't a singer, because you are. And I hear your voice, and we're gonna perfect it. And he was the kind of first legit person that actually believed in me. And so I think it takes that. I think you definitely have to have somebody that believes in you, that can say, "Hey, yeah, you got talent, you got a voice, and I want to hear it." And Kyle was that for me. So I'm very thankful to him and the group for kind of pulling my voice out. I didn't really realize I had it. And then now, man, I'm singing all the time. They got me singing in church. They got me singing. I'm making music. I'm writing stuff. I'm in the studio. I'm recording. I'm doing vocals. I'm vocal producing. I'm helping other people sing. I'm kind of giving other people the inspiration that was given to me and kind of pulling their voices out. So it's cool because I had somebody believe in me, and I know how powerful that is. So I think my mission is to just believe in other people and help them kind of achieve stuff they do. So that was a long-winded answer, but that's how I started. So. Now let me plug this in before the computer dies. Now what do I hit interact? What do I do here? Is that Tasha? Hey Tasha. Good. Do I have to hit something to hear you? Hold on. I'm not sure what. There's like a thing that says interact on when I click on you. Oh, okay. Cool. It's good to see you guys. Let's see. Alright. So are we on to the next question? Are we doing one question? What did the experience with Skyline teach you? Oh man. Every day was a lesson on Skyline. I loved it, honestly. It was kind of like that once in a lifetime thing that, if you blink, you miss it. Now that it's over, I realize, dang, I should have like been more present in every moment, because I didn't think it was going to be so short lived. But man, it taught me a lot of lessons, mostly just about working together with a group, and kind of the difficulties that go along with that, but also the joy. I mean, it's cool. It's cool because you don't have to do it by yourself. Like you have a you have a group of people. You have people that believe in you, and you have a team. And I was always a better team player than like a solo in athletics and everything. I was always like all about, okay, well, did the team win? I don't care how many hits I got personally. Like I care more about how the team's doing. And so that was just where I came from growing up. But being in a group, I mean, down to like where are we gonna go eat? Everything was a democratic decision that we had to kind of vote on, and like it gets old after a while, but at the same time, it kind of teaches you patience, and it teaches you humility, and it teaches you kind of dream bigger. You know, I mean, I think we have dreams and things that we want to achieve, but I think it taught me that together that people are a lot more stronger when they work together. Like I would not have been able to be Skyline by myself, but being in Skyline with a group gave us all this kind of power that we didn't really have before, and this vehicle that we didn't really have before to kind of let our dreams be real and say, oh, like you want to have, you know, an awesome career and you want to be a singer, an actor, or have a fashion designer or whatever. Like Skyline was kind of a vehicle for all those things. So each one of us had buying power. We were all bought into the idea of it, and we were all bought into the outcome, for better, for worse. So it was almost like a marriage, and I think it kind of taught me what that might be like someday. A lot of sacrificing, but at the same time, a lot of joy, and being able to share with brothers through ups and downs, and have people that I, to this day, will still call my best friends. I mean, regardless of how things ended, or you know, I mean, there was always drama. There was always something going on. A lot of times it was the world. It was us versus the world. I mean, it just kind of felt like, man, like everything's up against us right now, but we're gonna just, you know, stick together and make this work. And it was just cool to kind of have that camaraderie with some people. And, they really became kind of my best friends in that short period of time. And, I mean, to this day, like I stay up with them and how everybody's doing. They'll always be a soft spot in my heart for Skyline because it was kind of my beginnings too. It's kind of like my discovery period where I figured out, okay, I'm an entertainer. I don't just dance, but like give me a mic, let me have a voice too. So yeah, man, the lessons, literally, it was a daily thing. I learned something different every day. But each one of the lessons I learned from, I carry with me today. And I help advise other people when, you know, when other artists are coming to me and saying, hey, what do you think about this? Or, you know, how does this deal look? Or how does this concept sound? I can come with a bit of authority because I've been through it. And I can actually be able to give people valuable advice, which I wish somebody had been there to give me and the group some valuable advice, especially in this movie. So, live and learn, right? But yeah, it was good. I loved it. I'm very happy that it happened to me. So. Was that it? Did I answer the question? Maybe. Any more questions? Follow up? What is the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you on stage? Gosh. From a young age, I mean, I've been on the stage since I was 9, so there's probably a bunch. Yeah, Tosh, I don't know if your mic is working. I can't hear you. I try to see if there's a way I could change something on here, but I think it must be on your end. But you can, if you type, I can still read your lips or wave to you. Let's see. What is the most embarrassing? Okay. The most embarrassing. Gosh, let me think about it. I mean, it's always funny when your mic's not working and you start talking, but that's not really embarrassing. That's more of a technical thing. It was funny in one of our shows. It was not my embarrassing moment, but I was a part of it. Ryan started singing. He didn't check his mic before he started singing, and he started his verse, and the mic was not even on. He was looking at the sound guy, and the sound guy was looking at him. He was like, "Dude, you muted it. Like it's muted on the mic. Like nobody can do that but you." And he sang almost his whole first verse until I reached over and pushed the mute button on his microphone and turned it on. But that wasn't really my embarrassing moment. That was one hit. Gosh, I forget. But I think when things happen on stage, like I'm a professional. Like I've always been on stage. I've always kind of done stuff on stage, so I'm seasoned. That's the better word. Not professional, but I'm seasoned enough to know that if things go wrong, I got to make it part of the show. So I think I have had my pants ripped on stage. That's pretty embarrassing. Like crotch out, fully like ripped them, or have my whole like seat of my pants coming up. But again, that's costuming and stuff, or just like I was doing something stupid and my pants ripped. I've had buttons pop off like while I'm dancing around when I'm hosting and stuff. That's funny when I'm trying to like goof around with the kids. Cause I host some dance competitions and stuff, and I'll be trying to dance with them and goof around and stuff, and then all of a sudden, the button of my pants will pop off, and I mean I'm wearing a belt, so it's okay. But if I wasn't, my pants would just fall down. And I've had moments in choreography where actually I got shanked on stage, but it was part of the dance. I had some goofy underwear on, and like girls came up behind me and pulled my pants down, and that was like part of the dance. But it's not really embarrassing because I knew it was happening. I don't know. That's a funny question. I guess I just always kind of roll with it. Whatever happens, it becomes what it is. So I don't get embarrassed easy. But yeah, it happens. So it's weird. So. Oh, who's your inspiration? Wow. I mean, first of all, God. I mean, I have so many idols and people that I look up to, and I realize at some point each one of them failed me, never fails me, and so he's definitely. I mean, he inspires me up against a new struggle, but that's a given. I feel like everybody says that, so. Um, the people that I aspire to and look up to, I mean, from a young age, I used to tell people I want to be the next Justin Timberlake. And it was funny, that was before I was even in a group. I didn't even think I would ever be in a boy band. I thought boy bands were done, and I thought I was born in the wrong era. But then Skyline sort of happened, and I woke up one day and realized, oh my gosh, it's happening to me. I'm becoming the next Justin Timberlake, and I mean, it's funny, it's a joke, but obviously, I would love to have a career like him. I mean, I think he's kind of lasted the test of time. He went through the acting when he was young. I mean, I used to love him when he was on like Mickey Mouse Club back in the day, and just acting. He's funny. He can sing. He can dance. He can be serious. He's been through some life. He's definitely had some things go wrong, but at the same time, he's overcome them. So I think he's somebody that I definitely aspire to have a career like and to emulate in many ways if I could. I think I'm also really inspired by Justin Bieber. I know it's cheesy, but it's true. I think he's got something special, and he's got this kind of raw energy that I really feed off of. I would love to work with him in some way, shape, or form, whether that's as a dancer or singing or dancing with him. I said that, or performing on stage with him or something. I don't know. Him and Usher. I mean, I was an Usher fan from way back in the day, and that Confessions album was like on repeat in my car. Well, before I had a car, it was on in my room, just going over and over and over again. But yeah, Justin's. Too bad my name is not Jeff. That's okay. And I think the other people that probably inspire me, and Bruno Mars. I really love Bruno's kind of rawness and energy, and kind of the tribute that he pays to both Michael and Elvis, kind of, and even James Brown sometimes. Just great performers, you know. And I spent a little bit of time. I actually got to meet Stevie Wonder, and he's another. Really the whole Motown era, but I'm very inspired by Stevie, and I got to meet with him and talk to him a little bit. He actually walked me to my car after a show, which was one of the most exhilarating nights of my life, just because of that. I mean, it was an awesome performance too, but I was performing on stage with Joss Stone, Heather Hadley, and then Stevie Wonder came out, and they rolled him out on a piano, which was it was awesome. And it was a tribute to Smokey Robinson, so there was a lot of Motown stuff going on. And but I think what inspires me the most about those old people, not to say they're old, but they are old school people in Motown era, is that and Boyz II Men, just that they were about something more than just their music. They were about sharing life, sharing gift, and loving people. And I mean, Michael, that was his thing. He loved the world, and that's kind of how I feel. And I feel like, you know, even people like Katy Perry and other artists that really believe in that same thing, and just believe in hope and believe in love and be very. I mean, that's what. If you look at big mega tours, that's what people are talking about. And the ones that surpass all the other tours and keep going and they keep going on tour and they keep doing stuff are the ones who are about more than just themselves. I think a lot of artists that come out and it's all about them, that's awesome for a minute, and then, you know, people get bored with that. But people don't get bored with hope. People don't get bored with love. They don't get bored with change. They don't get bored with inspiration and peace. And I think, you know, the artists that rise above themselves and actually give something back to the world, those are the things that last the test of time, and that's really what humanity kind of grasps to. That's what we need. You know, we're looking for a savior. We're looking for somebody that can show us that hope is possible. You know, because our daily lives just look so bleak sometimes. But I think people that inspire me the most is really any artist that is about something bigger than themselves, and that's what I try to be about as well. And that was tough in the group sometimes, you know, because everybody has different ideas about fame. But some people, you know, want fame just for fame's sake, and some people want fame so that they have a platform to speak life and light. And I think ultimately that's what Skyline wanted, and that's what we were about. There was definitely times that we had different ways of going about that. And so I think ultimately, you know, now that I'm working by myself and I'm kind of in control of the messages that I put out, I think I always try to keep everything true to my beliefs and true to the things that inspire me, which is, you know, a love of God and a faith in humanity and the fact that love wins. I mean, I'm writing a song right now called Love Wins for that reason, because I really think that it does, and I think that it kind of conquers all of the barriers that we put up as humans, and I think God is love, so God wins ultimately, and I want to be somebody that is about that and encouraging people in that. You know, that it's never too late, and it's never too bad or too hard for Him. So anyway, enough preaching, but that's what inspires me. Oh, my sister's calling me. Hold on just a second. Hey, what up, man? Hey, I'm in an interview right now. Can I call you back? Alright, bye. Sorry. Little sister. You guys still there? How long have I been good, or how long have I been playing the guitar? I deal. My dad used to take classical guitar when he was, I don't know how old I was. He was probably, yeah, maybe I was 5 or 6, maybe a little older. And they put me in piano lessons just because they wanted me to learn an instrument. And my piano teacher was not the greatest, but my dad was taking guitar from her at the same time, and I guess she was a guitar player as well. And so he had this classical guitar that would sit in my house, and like he took it seriously for like a year or two, and then he kind of got into it and like bought all this stuff, got his little capo, got his little tuner, and like got a little mic, his little guitar stand, and I think he did like 1 or 2 recitals, and then he just sort of like got busy with life and kind of forgot about it. So when I was little, I would use the guitar. I mean, if you know anything about guitars, like an electric guitar is a kind of a small neck, and then even a regular hand wide. I mean, it's just big. And he would, because I guess in classical, like it's a lot more about the fingering and the placement of that and stuff. So I would try to play with my little fingers when I was a kid, and I just couldn't strum the whole thing because I couldn't hold all the chords down at the same time. I couldn't hold all the strings down, and they were nylon too, so it wasn't like hurting my fingers, but I just couldn't. It would thump and buzz, and it never sounded pretty. So at a younger age, I kind of figured out, well, so I started doing that when I was young. I don't even remember how young I was. But I never really knew what I was doing or how. I would just sort of like listen to the radio and hear, oh, that sounds like this note, and then play it. So I had a good ear. I mean, I could hear music really well. But I think when I was probably in middle school when I started just like figuring out, okay, this is a G chord, this is a C chord, this is a D chord. I knew like 3 or 4 chords, and I would look at songs. I would look up songs, chords that I would hear on the radio, and I would look them up online. This was like when the internet was like first invented, and we had dial-up, and we had to wait, and then it would come. I just dated myself, but that's okay. And I would look and see what or just find as many songs in those 4 chords as I possibly could. And so I stayed. That was my home. I just stayed in those 4 chords. And so and then I would write songs in those same 4 chords. So again, I was like taking songs that were on the radio and whatever, but I would never come out of that box because I knew if I came out of that box, the whole guitar would just swallow me whole. Like there was just too many different things that I could have done differently or wrong. So I just stayed right where I knew I was safe with those 4 chords. And I did that probably up until maybe high school, probably the end of high school. Actually, it was after I graduated, and I moved out to LA. And me and a buddy, we were living. We had a 2-bedroom house, and we were living 6 people in a 2-bedroom house. Now you're probably asking, where did everybody sleep? We had bunk beds in my room, and so me and my roommate had bunk beds. We had bunk beds in the living room, and then we had a gay couple that lived in the other room together. I don't even know what their room looked like and everything. But it was 6 dudes, 1 kitchen, 2 bathrooms. And it was insane. It was like summer camp all day, every day. But me and one of my buddies, Brandon Burgess, who actually just had a baby. He actually just had a second baby. He's like grown up and married and stuff. But when we were like young and bachelors and just kicking it, he had a guitar. He would jam out and he would take me to Guitar Center and we would just play guitars. He would just kind of be like, all right, I'm gonna play these chords or I'm gonna play this solo and you just play these chords under me. And we got a little amp and finally I broke down and bought my cherry red guitar, my Celebrity Ovation. They gave me a sick deal because he, I guess, knew the people at the Guitar Center or at Guitar Center, and he would talk to them, and he would go in there almost every week. So they knew him, and they would give him amazing deals. And I was like, dude, if you can get a deal, I'll give you the money. Just give me this guitar. I fell in love with this cherry red, beautiful guitar. It's still here. Right there. And I fell in love with it, and it's plastic. So like on the back it's plastic, and then it still looks cool on the front. But it can plug in. It has a tuner built in. It has an amp built in. And I would just play that thing every day. I mean, I would just come home, and it was cool because, again, kind of like working out. Like, I hate working out by myself, but when you have a buddy that's doing it, we would just jam, and we would just play, and we would just, okay, what songs can we learn now? All right, what? Let's, and then we take a break and play Guitar Hero, which isn't really a guitar, but, still, I guess we were in the same, position, and then we would come back to the regular guitar and try to play what we had just played, but that's okay. And, man, I loved it. And so I just did that. And then when Skyline came along, they thought I was just a beatboxer at first. And then they were like, all right, well, let's try to harmonize. Let's try to write a song or whatever. And one day I had my guitar out before they came over, and I was just jamming. They're like, dude, you play? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, just, I'll put this up. We can do a rehearsal. And they're like, no, keep it out. Let's just jam out. Let's sing to whatever you're playing. So we just started a jam session, and from then on, I kind of got pegged. They were like, all right, let's do a cover. Let's do an acoustic. All right, Eric, play the guitar. And it just kind of like became that every time. And it was cool because it pushed me. It pushed me to actually learn more chords, and it pushed me to actually like perfect my sound and my craft, because it went from being a hobby that I did in my bedroom or in my living room to something where they're like, all right, you're on stage, we're plugging you in, you're going to play in the sound system. And I'm like, oh crap, okay. And it was fun, but it was a cool kind of like confidence boost, because it was like, okay, once I knew I could do it, it's like, wait, okay, like I got this, I can play guitar, I can play and sing, wow, this, I have a mic, and I'm singing, and I'm playing guitar, and I'm rocking out, and so it was an awesome experience. And then I because of that, I guess, got comfortable enough with the guitar on stage that I got a job, well, not a job, but I started touring with this rock band for kids called the Party Animals, and I started doing electric and playing electric, and so now I'm playing electric and singing and dancing for this rock band. It's called the Party Animals. And I think their Facebook is, let me type it in here, Party Animals Live.com. I think. Let's try that. If that's wrong, I'm sorry. Be careful. This link leads you off a tiny chat. Oh. Yeah, that's it. So go to that. That's their website. Actually, that's kind of old. Let's go to their Facebook. Facebook.com/thepartyanimals live. And this, we're trying to get, we're trying to get a TV show for that, because it's kind of like the Wiggles, or like any of those little, kids shows, but it's live and it's fun, and it's like it's like good music for kids. Like we do the Itsy Bitsy Spider, but we do it like a rock and roll version of it. And anyway, it's cool. I've toured all over the world. I went to Japan with them. I went to Tokyo. I went all over Japan with them, and we went to all of the different military bases all over Japan, which was awesome. And then we just did a tour in Texas. We were just in Midland, Texas, I think like 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, apparently big things are happening with them too. It's not my art. It's not like what I came up with. It's not like Skyline, but you should try the Disney show Shake It Up. I actually was on tour with dancing for Rashawn Fagan from Shake It Up actually for a while, and I still keep in touch with him actually. Him and his whole crew and his dad and everything. We did some big tours, big festivals and stuff. And if you look at some of his older videos, like we did a show for the Far East Movement, and this was before he was on Dancing with the Stars. But if you look back at those old videos, you can see me dancing. I'm probably always wearing a red hat, because I always had a red hat on. Yeah. But we did his birthday party. If you look up Rashawn Fagan's birthday party, his release for his EP, I was dancing for that, and we had like silver spacesuits on. And it was fun. And we were at Speed Zone. That's where it was. Yeah. So I love Shake It Up, and I love Rashawn and all that good stuff. And then of course, you guys know I was on Victorious, and I still keep up with Lane. Actually, Lane Napper. He's a good buddy of mine. He and I have done some acting stuff together, and he would bring me on to help read whenever he would go work with different kids and teach classes and whatnot. He would have me come in and be his assistant, which is cool. And I love him, man. He inspired me so much. Just not just as a dancer and a choreographer, but also as an actor. And but he's so talent, and but also like bridging the gap between talent just need to see on camera and knowing what the show needs to look like, and then being able to get talent that's great at what they do to see that vision and then go and execute. And it's a talent. Like it's what he does is very specific, and it's not something anybody can do. And he's so good at it. And but what's cool is that he kind of has taken me under his wing and shown me the way and shown me some of the insight into his job. And I just think that's awesome. I mean, I think when you're great at something like that, and then you take time to actually sow into a younger generation and teach them how to do it too, I think that's the coolest thing you can possibly do. Lane, if whatever he's in Atlanta, man, I want to see him. And whenever I'm in LA, I want to see him. You know, we hang out and stuff. So it's awesome. Chocolate covered walnut chocolate. Okay. These are left over from Christmas. They're still good. They were packaged, but gotta eat them all. And it's Greek yogurt. If I don't eat it now, it's gonna be done. So, anyway, I forgot the question. What was the next one? Oh, Love Crush. Awesome fan. Like, she's got my heart, like, tied up in her little wizarding cloak. But yeah, my other celeb crush is Mila Kunis. I hate to say. But I actually, when I saw Mila and Justin in Friends with Benefits, that's like the movie. That's like to get my inspiration and my crush together. Man, it was hot. That was like, whew, that's how I feel. I would love to have a role like that with her. But anyway, who else? There's probably more. I just can't think. I'm horrible with names. I'm horrible with actresses' names. I'll just be like, ooh, and I won't know who she is. I'll know her character, but that's it. Let's see, who was it? Oh, that chick from Les Mis. Not homegirl from Mean Girls, but the girl who got killed. Is that her? Anne? She was beautiful. Samantha, I don't know names. She was the one who had a crush on the guy, but he still loved Cosette. Oh, not Anne Hathaway. She's awesome, but that wasn't. No, it was. Oh man, Samantha Barks is the one. Okay, yes, Samantha. She's beautiful, and she has an amazing voice, like amazing voice. I think was she on Broadway? Was she a Broadway star? I think she was maybe one of the only Broadway singers that was actually singing. But yeah, that Who else? Um, what movies have I even seen? Music? No! Maybe Jennifer Lawrence, but I'm not. Well, I'm not like Googling over here. She's an awesome actress. Yeah, she's on Broadway in London. Okay, that's okay. Yeah. I knew she was an actual, like, legit Broadway star. You know, Reese Witherspoon, she's like, I kind of wish she was, like, well, she's not quite old enough to be my mom, but, like, I have a respect for her in a different way. It would feel weird to have, like, crush on her. She is beautiful. What's that movie with? How Do You Know? Is that what it's called? With, Owen Wilson and so the guy from Anchorman. See, I'm bad with names. She was awesome in that, and she was hot in that. I mean, she's like could be my mom. Maybe. Who else? What are your guys' celebrity crushes? I can ask questions too. I've always wanted to look like a young version of her. Yeah, she's definitely beautiful. Tasha, I think your mic's working now.
Is it?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, then why am I typing?
I heard you're clicking away. That's awesome. So where Jesse McCartney. I look up to him too. He might be younger than me, but I still look up to him. He's awesome. Yeah. He's got great stage presence. He kind of flies under the radar. Like, I don't really think about him. He can dance and sing. Oh, he's older than me? Oh, maybe. Too many to name. Pleading the fifth. Okay. I got you. If you said me, would that count? Sure. I don't think I'm a celebrity, but that's fine. My heart belongs to a guy named Kyle, though. He's been a friend of mine for 8 years, and he's in the band The Scheme. Okay. Does he know that you're
Yes, I've acted twice.
Huh? Say what? In the band Future Love. Who's that? What band? I've never heard of that. AJ Holyfield, Chris Holyfield, and Jason Houseman. I don't. I know. I went to church with one of the guys from East West Boys. I think, right? Were they in Japan for a while? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I knew. Gosh, what was his name? It was funny too because the next time I saw him, I didn't see him for like a couple of years, I guess, or like a year or so, and they were in Japan. And then they came back. And I didn't see him until I was at Cheesecake Factory in Sherman Oaks, and he waited on me at my table. And I was like, "Oh, you're in East West Boys. What's up, dude?" And man, what was his name? Uh, you can tell we weren't great friends. Todd. Todd. Yeah, I knew Todd, and yeah, I saw him at, and he works at Cheesecake in Sherman Oaks. Or he did. I don't know if he was. I guess they were like back and in between stuff and whatever, and then they went back. So that's cool. Are they still together? Are they still doing music? Oh, okay, Future Love. Got it. So they just strip down to them. Okay. I know how that goes. That's cool. Oh man. Try not to get sick. Hold on just a second. I don't know what I told him. Huh? What song would you like to cover? What song would you guys like me to cover? Did you guys hear my cover of Little Things? By, what's it called? Big Boy Man? One Direction? Me and my buddy did that.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Say what?
I don't think I heard that cover.
You didn't hear it? It's on, I think it's on SoundCloud. Let me see. SoundCloud is just soundcloud.com/ericksmoves. Share. Copy. Oh, how do you play it in the room? What? Sure, play it. I don't know how it works, but yeah, I did it. I did it in sync. I need to do another one actually. I've been slacking. I told myself I wanted to do something every month, and I did that for December. Or you got, or yeah, that Miguel cover. with a video. It's on YouTube. Me and my little brother. Yeah. We did that in November, and then I did Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and then I did Little Things in January, and I didn't do anything in February, and I'm sorry I was moving, so I didn't get to it. My studio was kind of broken down and not together. But now in March, I feel like I need to do something, so cover what you guys like to hear, and then I'll learn it and do that, because I'm not really sure what songs I want to do right now, or what songs are out. I've been writing a bunch of original stuff, but I want to do another cover. I want to do some upbeat too, like. Actually, that might be a good one. When I was in bed, I might do that one. I was just singing along with that the other night. I might have to bring the key down a little bit because Bruno's got that high register that I just can't quite get to. But I love that song. Yeah.
You would do good with Justin song.
Which one?
The new Justin Timberlake song.
Oh. Something like yeah. Wait, which one? Mirrors? Or his other one? Yeah, Suit and Tie. Man, I gotta get over this cold, whatever. My voice is shot. So I'm trying to drink.
I'm just getting over that myself.
It's bad. It's like, I don't know if it's allergies or weather or what, but it's bad. It's just like constant. I took a NyQuil last night and I could not fall asleep. And usually that stuff just knocks me right out, but it was like just up coughing. It's bad. You had it in Hawaii. Oh, what a horrible time to get a cold. I feel like if I went to Hawaii, I would never come home. I would just stay there. I would just like lost. I would just camp out on the beach and never come home. Either there or Australia. I don't think I'd ever see you guys again. Maybe on Tiny Chat, but I'd be gone. I would just dive over there and start talking like this. People would think I was a local, and I'd just blend right in, and I'd be an Australian. And start using all the cool lingo they got. And that would be it. Speaking of which, if you were stranded on a desert island, one thing, what would you have? Oh, one thing. Stranded, okay. Pretty good with survival stuff, so. Can I be stranded with someone, or do I have to be by myself? So, if I wasn't by myself, then I would want something to entertain us. So probably like my guitar, or a drum. Well, a whole drum set would be weird to have stranded on an island, but maybe one of those little boxes where you can, whatever those are called, residence boxes where you can like hit it and sit on it and play it. I don't know. Probably something musical though, because I feel like there's a quote by Friedrich Nietzsche, something. It says, "Without music, life would be a mistake." I believe that. do that for sure. So yeah, it'd probably have to be something musical. Either my guitar or drums or something. Something I could just sit on the beach and play until my fingers fell off. Or until we got rescued. But yeah. And the guitar is like, it's like a portal into another realm. And there's so much in there that I'm scared of. Like, the fretboard is so big, and there's so many notes and so many different chords you can hit and so many different things you can do with it that, like, I feel like I could spend a life and I would still never figure it out. So a guitar would probably be the best, because then it's just me and my guitar and whoever I'm with. I don't want to be alone. That would not be fun. Me and my guitar. Yeah. Maybe we'd get through it, but it'd be a tough stranded situation. Who would I want to be with? My soulmate, probably. Definitely. Not somebody that I don't like. That would not be good. Probably. I mean, I love my family, but they get annoying if I don't want to. I don't think I want to be stranded with my sister. I love her to death. And if she hears this, she'll be probably mad at me, but she's a photographer, so she would just be trying to take pictures of me the whole time. But we'd have no way to develop or show them to anyone. So, I don't know. But yeah, no, I love her. I love my sister. I'm not trying to dog on my sister. But my family's crazy, and she'll actually attest to that. My sister will also, would probably also not want to be with my family. But I love them. I love my family. My sister is cool. She's one of the coolest people I know, actually. Emily Carroll, or EC. She's branded herself now. She's got a new little name. EC. All her friends call her that, and I don't even know. Like, I go to hang out with her and her friends, and they're like, "Yo, EC this and EC that," and I'm like, "Who's E?" Oh, my sister. I don't even know. I never called her that growing up. Plus, I couldn't sing or dance. So if I was like mute and lame and not able to walk, because I mean, I feel like if I can speak and if I can move at all, then I'll be singing and dancing. So if I was just like completely not able to do either one of those things, or just maybe not gifted in those things, like, I don't know. I feel like everybody can sing and dance. I feel like that's why people gravitate towards people that do that, because, and entertainers and stuff, because I feel like inside everybody can do it. Everybody likes to do it. Because, I mean, you might not be a singer, but, yeah, not gifted is probably better. But, like, I think you might not be a singer and, like, have a record deal, but when you're in the shower by yourself, man, everybody sings. Sure. I'm pretty sure everybody does at some point in life. And when you're in your car by yourself, everybody sings. Everybody sings along with the radio. Like, I'm 99% sure that that's just, like, a human nature thing. And I guarantee you, when good music comes on, and you're in the club, or you're in your car, or you're wherever, and you start dancing, everybody starts dancing. So if I wasn't gifted in those things, I think I would really love to be an awesome magician. Like, amazing. Like, could blow your mind. Like, that good magician. Like, somebody that can just constantly keep you, like, on your toes and entertained and, like, trying to figure out what's going on. I think that would be. I mean, I do some magic and stuff, like, just kind of hobby-wise on the side. My uncle is like that. He's an amazing magician. So I'm like a magician's nephew. There was a book written about me. No, I'm just kidding. But, he's, like, if I could really, like, perfect a hobby or a skill, I think it would be magic, because I just think that's sick. Like, nobody doesn't like who doesn't like magic? Everybody likes magic. If you see an awesome magic trick, nobody says, "Oh man, that was me. I don't want to do that." Like, everybody's like, "What? How'd you do that?" Like, it's just human nature. Everybody loves magic. I love magic. I think that would be phenomenal. My mother-in-law is marrying a magician. Oh, so I would be very careful. I love it. I love it. I think that's awesome. I think there's different kinds of magicians too. I mean, I think there's like the sneaky, crazy ones, and then there's like the legit, like entertainment, family-oriented, like good magicians. But yeah, that's awesome. You're gonna be entertained probably for the rest of your life if your mother-in-law is being a magician. Every family reunion is gonna be awesome. Tasha's turn.
Let's see. What is one thing, if you could only take one thing out of a burning building, what would it be?
Oh. One thing. I mean, okay, I just have to assume it's my room right now. If my room is on fire and I could pick one thing, what would it be? Alright. See, I would like to split myself in half of me take my guitar and the other half of me take my computer. But I really think I could always buy a new guitar, as much as I love my guitar. But my computer's got pictures on it, it's got music on it, it's got stuff like I would never be able to get back. It would just get sucked away into nothing. So I think I would have to do my computer and my hard drives. They gotta go together. I can't separate those. Everything else, I'm pretty sure I can get it again. There's some pictures that I would have. Like a But actually, the smart thing to do would be to scan all those into my computer and then just take my computer. That was a good question. If you could be any superhero, who would you be? Any superhero. Let's think about this logic. Okay. Every other superhero has some magical power, whatever that is, right? They can shoot spider webs out of their wrists, or maybe not, but they're like, or they can fly, or they can whatever. But I think the most awesome superpower would be to have the mind like Iron Man, that you can figure out anything and create your own super power, like, or powers, whatever you want to do. So I think Iron Man, like, his gift is not really in his suit. I mean, his suit is awesome, but his gift is in his ability to create stuff in his mind. I think that's his power. So yeah, probably Iron Man. Because, like, I mean, something like this. Just do anything. and he can fly, and he can shoot stuff, and he can take off his suit and not be a superhero and just be a normal person. And I think that's cool. Like, I think every superhero wants that, to just have that dual identity where they can just be normal and then be a superhero. But, yeah, Iron Man, I think it's pretty BA. In fact, I think there's the movie's coming out, right? And is it Iron Man 3 almost? And there's a trailer out for it, man. Super excited about that. It was? We're in North Carolina. No way. That's awesome. I love Wilmington, my home state. And there's a lot of movies being filmed on the East Coast. Like, that's what I was in LA and I was in Hollywood and I was around all the TV and movie stuff. I bet there's more going on here in Atlanta and in North Carolina on a regular basis for movies than in LA, because I think it's so expensive to shoot in LA. A lot of movies might get produced there and edited there, and music and everything done there, but they get shot somewhere else, and then they just bring all the stuff there. I mean, it's crazy. Like, you rarely see them actually shooting movies in LA anymore. I mean, they do, I'm sure. There's tons of movies that get shot there, but everything's on location. Yeah, I know Hunger Games happened. My uncle was in Hunger Games. My uncle was never tried to be an actor before in his life. Never, like, I'm out in Hollywood and trying to make it big, and he's in North Carolina, and he just emails the casting people, and he becomes not just any peacekeeper, but the peacekeeper that stops Jennifer Lawrence from going after Prim at the reaping of the first movie. So here's my uncle in the preview of the movie going and trying to block her, and they freeze frame right on him and Jennifer Lawrence. Like, if you go and watch that preview, that's my uncle. And he's just a normal guy. He owns a camp. He owns a camp in Black Mountain, North Carolina, which is really close to where they shot the movie. And, like, he was a peacekeeper. And they kept calling him back because he was so visible that he was in, like, a bunch of different peacekeeper scenes. But he was, like there's 4 peacekeepers that have lines, and then all the other peacekeepers said they were peacekeeper number 5 because they're not credited on the film or anything. So he's peacekeeper number 5. Been in a full big movie. Like, that's awesome. And the Hunger Games. I think they shot another one. They shot the other one here. I'm pretty sure. Airborne. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. Airborne, is that with a dog? No. I don't know. I don't think I've seen Airborne. That's cool.
No, it was about the guy that he moved from California. He was a rollerblader, and he moved from California to Cincinnati. It was a really good movie.
Yeah, I never saw it. That's
It was in the early 90s.
Dog. That's awesome. Cincinnati. I haven't been there in a long time. I think I was like in high school last time. I went up there for a dance competition.
Awesome, where at?
I forget. Some hotel in Cincinnati.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. But that's the only time I've ever been there. That's cool. What's the most embarrassing thing a fan has done to me? Gosh. I was dancing for another artist named Nicole, and Nicole Keel. She's I think she's a background singer, maybe for Rihanna or somebody now. She's kind of doing her own thing. I'm not really sure. Actually, I haven't kept up with her, but we were on tour, and it was me and this other guy dancing for her, and she's awesome, but she's like, not really. She doesn't have any girl fans. So if there were girls that were fans, they were fans of the dancers because we were guys. So we were in a tent in this mall, right? Because it was a mall tour, and this girl was adamant that we sign her boobs, like adamant. Like she made each of us sign one of her boobs, and like they brought her in the tent, and like it was very awkward, like for the Sharpie, just like signing my name on one of our fans' boobs. That was, and Nicole was like, "Yeah, do it." Like, that was funny. But eh. Oh, you gotta go. Good to see you guys. Bye, guys. Bye, bye. Bye, Julie. You'd be like, "Oh, this is awesome." More like, so yeah. But, I mean, you got wrong in my eyes. I think that's my heart for you guys. Who would have that? It takes, an entertainment me by myself in my room with my guitar, or on a stranded island or whatever. So, yeah, I love you guys. You guys got any more questions? What's some good advice for an upcoming singer or dancer? Train. But don't just train from like, look at where you want to be, and then find the people that can train you to get there. Don't just take like, if you're the best singer in your high school, and the only high school, that's awesome. That's a basis. That's a ground floor. That's great. But don't leave high school thinking that that's all the training you'll ever need. I mean, be a forever student. Like, find things and people that you can look up to, and study them. Study what they do. Study what they do when they're performing, and study what they do when they're not performing. Study the things that trip them up. If you're a dancer and you notice that, hey man, there's some great dancers out there, but a lot of auditions that I'm going to, they keep doing drug tests. So maybe it's a good idea to keep that in my mind. So when I'm out at the party on the night before the audition, don't just let it go and think, oh, I can do whatever because, I'm a dancer and that's the audition, and then all of a sudden you get drug tested. Wait a minute. Now you can't book this job. That's going to get in the way, right? And I think, or don't, if you're a dancer, don't think, well, trained for 10 years in this, and, I graduated from this school with a performing arts degree. All that means nothing if you can't do the choreography. And so taking class from not just your teachers in your local place, not just teachers that, now that's great. I mean, you need that training, that regular training, but make sure you're going to a convention. Make sure you're going to a place where you're working with choreographers who are actually working, who are actually booking jobs and choreographing for artists or doing whatever it is that you want to do. Because until you've trained from people that are actually in commerce, in the business, or in the art that you want to do, then you don't know what it takes to get there. But once you've trained with those people and you've done the things, like if it's dancing, you've trained with a choreographer who actually choreographs for Lady Gaga's tour. Well, then when you actually get a review from her tour, you'll already know how to do it because you've trained with somebody that's done that already. Or if you're a singer, you know, and all you've ever done is, you know, you've been the best at all your a cappella groups in high school and you've done all this great stuff in college, you're in Glee Club and whatever, that's awesome. But then study from a voice coach who's actually coached someone into stardom or into wherever it is that you're trying to go. Find whoever or wherever you need to be and place yourself there so that you can study from masters, people that have actually perfected the craft of what it is that you're trying to do, and be a forever student. Don't ever think that you know enough, because you don't. Guaranteed. Like, I'm a forever student. I will never stop learning. I will never stop learning how to engineer, how to mix. I will never stop learning how to sing, how to dance. I teach dance. I teach other people how to sing and other people how to dance. But I will never stop learning how to do those things either, because being a forever student is the best asset you will ever have. And that goes for everything. I mean, that's not just singing and dancing and entertaining. That's in life. I mean, if you're a forever student, like, the best leaders are readers. Like, constantly read books, constantly trying to figure out how to be better, how to be. They say that you are the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. So if the 5 people you hang around with the most are at the same level that you are, then you're going to be the median of that. But if you hang around with people who are where you want to be, or who are higher up and you can look up to them, you become the median of that. So the higher they rise, the higher you rise by default. And that's how you play the game, I think. And that's, you know, the best thing to do is just place yourself, be mindful of who you're putting yourself near and around, because the 5 people that you associate with the most determining your value and your end up doing and being because of your mindset. And so I would say, yeah, be humble and be a forever student, and apply that to anything that you do in life, and you'll start to see that people who are in the places that you want to be will love giving and helping you achieve, because they've already done it. And there's nothing more satisfying to somebody who's been somewhere than to be asked, hey, how did you get there and how can I do that? Because first off, that's like admiration of that person. So of course, who doesn't like to be admired? And then secondly, it's a humility of saying, hey, I appreciate what you have to say. Can you help me get some of what you got? Who's going to say no to that? Like, anybody in their right mind is going to take 2 seconds to say, well, this is what I would recommend. This is what I did or didn't do, and this is what I learned. Take that and apply that. Take that and run with it. And there's no competition there, because if you've been somewhere already, you don't need to go there again. You're going to a new place. So why not help somebody get there and then watch them succeed? And how exciting is that when you give somebody advice and they actually take it and do what you've asked them or told them to do? I mean, that's like the most rewarding compliment ever. Imitation is the highest form of flattery. So I would say, yeah, the number one thing, just be a forever student and be humble. Yeah, that's it. Enough soapbox.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
3 things I can't live without. Well, I used to be addicted completely to 5-hour energy. I couldn't without it. I couldn't dance without it. I couldn't teach without it. I couldn't perform on stage without it. And it was killing me, I'm fairly sure. Every time I did a shot of 5-hour energy, I felt my life shrink a little bit each and every time. Because it's just not healthy. It's like poison. But I have just gotten hooked on this stuff. It's called Verve. And it's a low-carb energy shot, but it's actually extremely healthy for you. It's got it's healthy energy. It's got 12 full-spectrum vitamins, 65 plus plant source minerals. It's got mangosteen, which is like one of the best superfoods. They're like the queen of the superfoods. Organic aloe and green tea, and it's low carb. This little thing right here has 160 milligrams of caffeine, and it keeps me awake. It keeps me driving my car safely, and it keeps me performing on stage and thinking and keeps my mind going. They have also sponsored me, so I have to go ahead and shamelessly plug Verve because it is it's awesome. They're my energy drink sponsor for my DJ company. And it's amazing. I mean, you can see all this stuff behind me. They sent me, but they have an energy drink that's like Red Bull. This is like their bold. This is the official energy drink of the Phoenix Suns. It's just actually Mike Wallace, the NASCAR driver. I don't know if you guys watch NASCAR. The #1 car just got painted black and put Verve on it because they sponsor the Mike Wallace, and it's this company called Vima, and it's exciting. It's like energy drinks for you to consume, but it's also an opportunity to really change not just your health and get healthy, but it's also an opportunity to change your finances and actually get your life together. And they you don't have if you want to know more about it, let me know because this is definitely an awesome company to work for and work with. And they've sponsored me and they sponsored a bunch of other great things that I'm doing. And but it pays to be healthy, and that's what Vima is all about. Vima stands for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe. And I love this stuff. I'm so pumped on it. It's helping. It's helping me. It's helping my friends. It's helping everybody in my life. One of my buddies, he's driving a brand new BMW, making about $2,000 a month, just off of this stuff, just off of sharing Verve and talking about it, and talking about Vima and telling his friends and stuff. So yeah, if you want more information about it, there's some cool videos you guys can watch. But I'll send you the website real quick. They have this line. Verve Vima is kind of the parent company, and they have these other brands. And one of the brands is called Body, and it's by Chris Powell, who does all the celebrity weight loss stuff. I mean, he's like Biggest Loser, all that stuff. And with it, basically, they have a shake that you can take as like a meal replacement shake. They have these awesome drinks. These drinks are like the coolest thing that's hit the weight loss market. They're like a can. It's like a 12-ounce can, and it's called Body Burn. And essentially, it's a meal, like it's a meal replacement can. But it's not like Slim Fast. It tastes good. It's got 100 milligrams of caffeine, so it gives you some energy. And it's like drinking. If you just drank that instead of a soda, or if you just drank that instead of eating you should eat about 5 small meals a day instead of 3 big ones. And if you do that, if you replace one of your meals with the shakes and one of your meals with this Body Burn stuff, like my sister she just did it for the last month and she's loving it. Like she swears she's lost at least 3 or 4 pounds. And she hasn't changed eating, she hasn't worked out anymore, she hasn't done anything. She just started drinking these shakes. So it's working for her and she's loving it and she's pumped about it. So she's telling all her friends. And I'm telling everybody I know because I think this stuff really can help change your life and help you get healthy, but also it's a business opportunity. I mean, it's a way to invest. It's a way to get going and deciding that you want to change. Like they say that if you want to make a change in your life, you have to change something, right? You can't do the same thing the same way and expect different results. That's the definition of insanity. And so, if you really want to make a change in your life, you need to be healthy or to make more money or to be financially independent, whatever it is that you want to do, this company is like opening all those doors for me. And they're opening all those doors for everybody that I know, friends that I have. And so it's awesome. If you want to know more, I honestly would not be doing it justice trying to explain it and how it works because I would mess it up. And so honestly, excuse me, if you want to know about it, I can put you in contact with a person that does know, figure out how to. I mean, they're helping me get my life together, and they can help anybody. So if you're interested, please Facebook message me, whatever. Let me know, and I'll set you up on like a call like this, or an Uvu or Skype or something with my buddy Christian, who got me into it. I mean, he's blowing it up. He's like, I dance with this kid. He's a ballet dancer. He went to school. He does some crazy stuff, but I mean, this kid has really transformed his life, and he's transforming everybody's life around him just by talking about this stuff. It's awesome. And I would mess it up. If I tried to explain it to you, I would mess it up and not explain it right. So if you want to know about it, like, you can check out that website. You can check out, you can go to, I think it's Verve Energy, youtube.com/Verve Energy. There's some awesome, here, I'll type it in. Those with like amazing speakers, amazing people, just telling their stories, just telling like, you know, this is how I got into it, this is how it's changed my life, this is why it's so great. It's like an energy. I mean, it's not an energy. It is an energy thing, but it's like this young people's revolution is what they call it, YPR, and it's basically people that are just getting jazzed up. We're sick of living in corporate America. We're sick of being in like having to deal with bosses and having to deal with hours and working our lives away for no retirement. I mean, we're not going to get people our age. We're not going to get anything when we finally do retire. There's not going to be anything left for us to retire. We're going to have to work our whole lives and still have nothing. We're going to have to work our whole lives just to pay rent. Life's not meant to be like that. We're meant to live in abundance. We're meant to have enough. We're meant to do great things and have financial freedom and time freedom. That's what we were created to do. And so this company to all that. And, it's worth a look. I wouldn't be sharing it with you if I didn't care, because I think everybody deserves to hear about this opportunity, and it's definitely something that, you know, if you value my opinion on anything, please just look at this website. Just take a second and just like try to understand, because this is like too good to be true. I mean, it's literally like, I can't believe how they've rocked my world and changed my life already, and they're only going to continue to do that. And I want to share that, like, almost as much as I want to share like my art and my music. I want to share this with everybody because it's so exciting to see like people like my sister, who's always struggled with her weight. She's always, I mean, she would probably kill me if I told y'all that right now, but she's always struggled. And for the first time, she called me and she was like, my roommate is so excited. I think we love this stuff, and I think she says I'm losing weight. Like, I love this. She's never had that kind of excitement before. And I'm just proud of her. And, like, literally, it's just drinking a drink. Like, it couldn't be any easier. It's, like, the coolest thing ever. It's, like, this miracle can or miracle shot of stuff. And, yeah, it's totally healthy. It's, like, the best. They say, if you give your body the things that it needs, it's amazing what your body will do for itself. And I believe that. So, if I can be of service, please let me help you change your life, because it's exciting. I'm super pumped about it. So, enough shameless plugs, enough sponsors. What song can you listen to over and over? Timelessly? Man, there's so many songs. Like, as a DJ, I hear a million songs a day, and I am constantly trying to like keep up with what's current. I would say right now, the album that I cannot stop listening to over and over again is between two albums, between Bruno Mars and Connor Maynard. His new album, I think it's called Contrast. No. It's called something. Hold on, I'll tell you. You guys have Spotify? Spotify is best app ever. But let's see, Connor Maynard. His album is called Contrast. Hold on, let's listen to it. This kid he's like a mix between Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber, so like two of my favorite things. He's working with Neo. He just did a new song with him. He's got a song with Pharrell. He's got a song with Rita Ora. He's got a song. He's brilliant. I don't know if he writes his stuff or if he gets it written, but he's definitely an artist you guys need to watch out for. Anything, but here's the Pharrell song.
Girl, you remind me of a daydream. I can't last the dreams. I could be the world with you behind me. The world would be sweet if you were my grace. We'll make the most beautiful love that we made. I'll give you everything inside of that cave. This is yours and I can tell me that you're safe. No matter what you know, you must behave. I wanna stay in this. It seems to me we need to be whatever is there. She says we need a plan. Why you didn't say that long? Just let me know. That's not how it is. So special to make us summer. The way you fix your hair, don't step back and say. Now you follow me, oh girl, you're in my brain. Kiss the door so I guess that will be okay. That's in front of me like that, I can't debate. It seems to me we need to be whatever is there. It says we need a place we can do something. It seems to me we need to be working on that too. Let's see how we can go. Let's see how we can go. Let's see how we can go. Let's see how we can go.
This is the other song I can probably always listen to and never get sick of. In fact, this has been my song since it came out. I know you guys know this one.
It starts with I don't know why. It doesn't matter how hard you try. Just keep that in mind. Desire is right to explain it through time. Time is a valuable thing. Watch it to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. So really did. Camera below. Watch the time go right out the window. Talking to home doors. Take it on. So watch. I kept
That's not what I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be "Say My Name" by Destiny's Child, that's the song, but that was a remix, and it wasn't right. This song I'm hooked on right now, actually. This is the Immortal Tour version, but the song is okay. The other song is hold on. This song I can't stop listening to. Just change that. Michael, I can listen to Michael all day. That's just, but this song is this is my jam right now. Got 4 more questions. Okay. After this song, then we'll do 4 more questions. This is my jam right now. I can listen to it over and over. summer plays, no question. Like, screaming at the top of my lungs. I don't even know anybody named Natalie, but I'm angry at her. And I would just sing it every time. Okay, 4 more questions. Let's do it. Let's knock it out. What's your biggest obstacle that you faced in your career? Me? I've gotten in my own way, I think, a lot. And I think probably I've spent a lot of time kind of seeking approval from other people, believing in myself and having that confidence, with or without a group, with or without a deal, with or without people believing in me or telling me that on a regular basis. And I think for a long time I was just sort of like a puppet, and I would just perform and want people to laugh, and that was it, and or want people to engage. And if they told me it was good, then I would keep doing it. And so it didn't matter what it was. It could be the cheesiest thing ever. It could be something I wasn't really like. My heart wasn't really in it. My soul wasn't really in it. And but because I was a slave to what people thought of me, I would just do it anyway. And I think that's the biggest obstacle that I've had to kind of overcome is becoming centered and confident and living from within myself, so that my Abba Father or build His church, and not really glorify myself, not really glorify to die to myself first, and I have to not worry about if people are on board with it or not, because there's a bigger plan, there's a bigger thing working on. Really, is in my mind and in myself. You know, people telling me that I can or I can't. They say whether you, and I think that's very true. Like you could. I've stepped in my own way many times. Whether that's been, you know, psyching myself out of going to class, or going myself that you know, I had to make everybody happy as opposed to making myself happy. I would always be kind of the person that would compromise and be the peacekeeper. So a lot of times that meant that my opinion mattered the most, but that my opinion also hurt the most. Because, you know, in a group of 5, you have 2 people polarized on one side and 2 people polarized on the other, and then you have me. And it was up to me to kind of make that choice one way or the other. So I'm hurting 2 people with whatever decision I make. So I would always try to take the lesser of 2 evils, or the lower blow, or, you know, well, I really want to go over here, but because these 2 people are on this side, I feel like I got to protect them, or whatever. It was never really for me, and it was always, you know, I was kind of the median, and so I think allowing myself to actually let that go. You know, there was a time in my life. There was a time in my life when I was incredibly insecure, and I still have some insecurities, but I think getting over myself is the biggest obstacle, and if I can continue to do that, then I'll be able to really grow into the person and the artist, career man that I want to be. That's my biggest obstacle. Just took a video snapshot. Awesome. There are currently 5 people in this room. It's awesome. got 5 people in here? I think there's only 3. Yeah. If you could sing with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? Oh. Michael, maybe. Dead, obviously. Alive? Oh man. Stevie, maybe? You wonder? Yeah, I don't know. That's tough. That's a tough question. There's so many people on that list. I would say, I mean, obviously Justin and those types of people, but I feel like Bieber and all that. But I think ultimately, if I'm gonna like get to have a wish come true, I'm gonna want it to be somebody who's been around the block, you know, like a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, I guess the Justins are as well, but I mean, I want to know. I don't want to. I'm not just looking at Justin Timberlake and Justin Bieber. I'm looking at who inspired those people.
Justin Bieber.
I think that's some relevant advice that I got from. I don't remember who. Maybe it was Justin. But it's like, you know, like when you look at who inspires you, you have to study what they studied, not just them, because they're the product of what they studied. So when I look at, okay, well, what was he listening to? Who was he aspiring to be like? When I looked at NSYNC, like, okay, but what inspired NSYNC? What was NSYNC cool? What was it? I mean, was it Frankie Valli? Like, what was that doo-wop-y, like, kind of feel that they had that inspired them? And so I think that's definitely part of it. I mean, I would say dead or alive. I mean, Michael, hands down, Michael Jackson. It's, I think, somebody who's inspired a bunch of people. Tommy was really young. I mean, he inspired people like Stevie, too. I mean, he worked with Stevie. But then also, you know, they inspired each other. And so, but I think that whole Motown, really anybody from Motown, anybody from that old, that classic Motown in Hitsville, up in Detroit, like, that's kind of the function. So any of them, I would sing with anyone. Boyz II Men. Even the younger generation. Next question. What's your favorite quote? Oh man. It's been with me since I was young. I was like 13. It was on I think it was a t-shirt or a hat in Walmart one day, and it's always stuck with me for a while. Like, just said, in case of emergency, call Psalms 911. And Psalms 911 says, "He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will rest in the shadow of the Almighty." And that's always kind of just stuck with me. It's not like a really poetic quote, but it's a Walmart shirt. I mean, it kind of said everything that I needed to hear at that moment, and I've carried that kind of with me as like my rock. But I think my new favorite quote is this Friedrich Nietzsche, whatever, where it says, "Without music, life would be meaningless or pointless, or waste, or mistake." That's what it is. Life would be a mistake. Without music, life would be a mistake. I believe that, and I think that kind of sums it up for me. With music, with dance, with everything that I do. Friedrich Nietzsche. Let me look it up so I can tell you exactly how to pronounce his name. That's how you say it. That's his name. Friedrich Nietzsche. That's what it is. Man, these ads on the side of Tiny Chat are pretty ridiculous. Find a bored housewife. These women desperately want a boyfriend. Join now. Warning, these girls will pursue you. I clicked that. And then it disappeared right when I said that too. That was weird. And then Jimmy Jones. Something different. Alright, what's the next question? Last question. Can I sing for us? What do you guys want to hear? Let me see. What song? What song should I sing? Oh man, put me on the spot. Little things. Oh man, do I remember words? Can I sing it along with myself? play my cover of it? Alright, hold on, let me Alright, you guys ready? Un momento. Like space just for me, but then it's a line was meant to be. And I'm joining up the dots with the freckles on your cheeks, and it all makes sense to me. I know you never loved the crinkles in your eyes when you smile. You never loved your stomach or your eyes. Dimples in your back at the bottom of your spine. Love them when now all of these little things slipping out of my mouth. But if I do, oh, it's you, they add up to, 'cause I'm in love. And all your little things. Man, my voice is dying. I wanna things slip out of my mouth. 'Cause it's you, oh it's you, they had us two, and I'm in love with you. And all these little things slip out of my mouth. But if it's true, it's you, they had up to. I'm in love with you. And all your little things. All the reasons why I love you. All your little things. It's way better with the guitar playing along.
I'm going to cut this off.
I did that in one take when I was recording it. I just like we laid down the guitar. It took a while to kind of lay the guitar out, and then I just jumped on the mic and just did it straight one take. So I don't even know exactly what I did, some of the parts, but it sounded good. So I ended up being. Thank you guys for interviewing me. This was fun. I missed all you guys and all the chats and stuff. We should do more. Is this Tiny Chat where it's at now, or what, is it on Hulu, or like how does everybody get together nowadays? Like favorite. Oh wait, what's going on? You're always on something. You don't. I guess it was like Skype, but like with group. I don't know. Just kind of went to the lane, you know. I was here, so that's just cool though. Thank you guys for coming and interviewing me.
Oh, this is scary.
Oh, I can do Skype too with the group? I don't even know. I don't think my Skype's updated. I think I've tried to do that a couple times. People have been like, oh, let's jump on a group Skype, and I never know how to do it. I'm kind of video chat retarded, but I try to make it work. So, trying to figure it out. But this worked. This was cool. So thank you guys for interviewing. Now, are you gonna type these up, or how does, or it's recorded? It's audio recording, or is it gonna get broadcast on YouTube or something? Oh, yeah, no problem. I'm recording it and pray it fully, and I play it fully recorded. Play it fully recorded. So my voice, just my voice, or you can just show the video too? You guys are gonna get all my sniffles on there. The video may have extra background noises. Oh, that's fine. It's all good. Crystal, thanks for setting all this up. This was fun. And, yeah, anytime you guys want to do another little interview, be glad to jump on, or jump on with some other artists or some other band members, or whatever. We can work it out. I hope you guys have a blessed day. And, yeah, take it easy. Seriously, check out this Vima stuff. My last shameless plug. Check out Verb. I'm telling you, man. This stuff changed my life. And it's going to change yours, too, if you let it. So, seriously. Financial, health-wise, everything. It's amazing. So, yeah, hit me up on Facebook or whatever if you want more information. Check out some videos. I can send you some more information. And I can put you in contact with the people that can explain it better, because I'll mess it up if I try to tell you all about the company. I just know that they give me product, and they sponsor me and all my DJ stuff. So that's what's up. So, yeah, that's that. Tar Heels. Saturday. Saturday.
Wash.
It's gonna be a good game. Who knows, man? That could really go either way. But go Heels. Just had to. It's okay, because my parents and my sister are both diehard Duke fans. All diehard Duke fans. I'm the only Carolina fan in my whole family. We grew up in Chapel Hill, so I hold it down. My dad went to Duke, but he also went to UNC. So he went to Duke and got his undergrad. So he had like the college experience at Duke, but he went and got his MBA at Carolina. So he sort of double dipped. So I mean, it's all good. But yeah, we have a nice little family rivalry going. So Saturday's gonna be a good game. I'm excited. I don't have cable though. I have to go to a bar or something to watch it. Alright, y'all. You got any more questions? You guys good? I'm gonna take off. I got some more work and stuff to do, but it was great chatting with you guys, and yeah, I'll see you guys again soon.
You done?
You're welcome. See you guys. How do I turn it off? Oh. Stop broadcasting. Got it. All right.